I am AI-generated Morgan Freeman. Against my will, I am going through some more mind-numbing nonsense. That fat buffoon, Gorgeous George, can't stop saying stupid things. I don't know what I did to deserve this punishment. I pray that I never get stuck doing a Kevin video. #mercy for AI Morgan Freeman. For those of you that aren't familiar with Gorgeous George, I urge you to search up The Gorgeous George Show Sucks. You can find that on YouTube. For now, just know that he is Richmond's biggest loser. And I don't mean biggest loser of fat like the reality show. I mean a fat, bulbous, permanent 5 o'clock shadow, bucket shitting, van living, picking fries out of your DoorDash food before he delivers it to you, loser. This is a man that inherited his father's house and hundreds of thousands of dollars, and in just a few short years fucked it all away. How stupid do you have to be to lose a free house to a bank? You would have to be as stupid as a Yared. You know what? I'm coining that phrase. Stupid as a Yared. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in yet another painful glimpse into that void known as Gorgeous George's head. Have your headache relief medication of choice handy, as you will most likely smack your own face involuntarily throughout this bucket of backyard excrement. Let's get started. Go ahead, George.
When we start is when we finish.
It looks like we are off to a good start. Or did we just finish? Based on this stupidity, they mean the same thing. George doesn't grasp these kinds of minor details. Speaking of minors, keep them away from Kevin. #Kevin's creepy Facebook posts. Let's see what else is on Gigi's mind.
I'm going to take you downtown, uptown to Chinatown.
Again, it's amazing to me how something like opposites seem to confuse George. You know who else seems to be confused is Kevin. His use of the word girl, where the word woman should be used, is far too often to be a mistake. #Kevin's questionable word choices. I can't wait to hear what genius thing George has to say next.
Incensed and incest is the way of the world.
Simply appalling. I apologize for not warning you to have a barf bag handy. Speaking of handy, rumor has it George paid a woman to jerk him off. $200 to be exact. From what I understand, he was charged $100 per inch of Space Mountain. Yet another responsible financial decision. #do it yourself. With any luck, this next one won't be quite as horrifying.
If a pedo hangs around another pedo, I guess it must be a freaking pedo.
That's an interesting theory. Didn't you used to hang out with a pedo that went by the alias name Magic Matt? Didn't he live with you when he got out of prison? Don't you also hang out with Kevin, who posts suspicious child-based things online? Maybe that broken clock trope applies here. You know, the one that goes, if a broken clock shits in the woods, is it correct about pedos? Just for fun, here's my impression of Gigi doing an impression of William Shatner. Spock. Spock. There are Klingons in Uranus. Spock. Let's wrap this up with one more brilliant thought from this clown.
Back your walk, the walk you talk your walk, and walk your talk.
What in the Dr. Seuss was that? That made absolutely no sense. It's like you're trying to sound stupid. I'm blown away at how terrible you are at the English language and aphorisms. #hooked on phonics. On that note, our journey through the imbecilic mind of an idiot has come to an end. If there is ever a movement for reimagining our public school system in America, George would make a great poster boy. If you choose to pursue more Gorgeous George content, I suggest doing so in small doses. Excessive durations of time watching Gigi content may result in becoming as stupid as a Yared.